Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background and I'm the author of the book Truth and Empathy, How to Find Your Soulmate. And I'll put a link to the book below. This video is about INFJ's sleep quality. But before we dive into this topic, I would just like to mention something about my book. It is for people who want to dive deeper into the anatomy physiology of the 16 MBTI types and who want to learn natural means to enhance their overall health. So the last chapter of my book, I explored these methods. Also, I want to know how people identify with the INFJ personality type because it's such a rare type. So I'm going to put my INFJ playlist and you can watch these videos and let me know if you strongly resonate with this type. So let's go back to the topic at hand, INFJ's sleep quality. To understand this, I think it's important to again go back to the dominant brain waves of the different personality types. In the case of the INFJ, it is theta. So theta, brainwave dominance, means that this person has, in terms of cycles per second, it's 5 cycles per second or slower, and that is reflected in the person's resting breathing rate, which means that they're going to be breathing 5 times a minute or slower. Again, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. And that will affect, obviously, the fact that this person is most likely a nose breather versus a mouth breather, and that will have an impact on their sleep quality because there are a lot of people who breathe through the mouth, and that actually impacts their ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. So the INFJ personality type, because it has a theta brain dominance, is in a deep meditative state 24/7. Which means that it's easier for this type to fall asleep, stay asleep, and to wake up refreshed. If a person has a theta brain dominance when they are awake, it means that they have to slow down their brain down to delta, most likely, to fall asleep. And that will be reflecting in their breathing. So this person probably be 2 or 3 times a minute when they are sleeping. With that type of breathing rate, it means that they have a very high concentration of carbon dioxide. And if we go back to the concept of the Bohr effect, the Bohr effect states that the high concentration of carbon dioxide, the more the red blood cell will deliver oxygen to the tissues, which means that the INFJ has a very restorative sleep. Because the fact that while they're sleeping, there's going to be a high delivery of oxygen to the tissue. So this person wakes up probably very well rested and doesn't need to sleep as many hours as most people. The average person, let's say if they want to have a really good quality of sleep, they probably have to sleep 7 or 8 hours. And for the true INFJ, probably it's not necessary because of the fact that their sleep quality is so high. So even during the day, in a sense, the INFJ is never truly quote-unquote awake because they are naturally in a deep meditative state. So even by the time they get to the end of the day, they're not as tired as other people because throughout the day they were breathing, again, 5 times a minute or less, whereas other people were hyperventilated through the mouth, breathing probably 15, 20 or more per minute. So that has a totally different effect. And sleep quality has a great impact on our health, which means that the INFJ over time will be able to maintain their health because they are better able to have high quality sleep on a regular basis. To summarize, the INFJ is probably the personality type who has the highest quality of sleep because of their brain type, because they have a theta brain dominance. In other words, they're in a deep meditation 24/7. It's easier for them to fall asleep, to stay asleep, and they're able to recuperate faster because the sleep quality is so high that they don't need to sleep 7 or 8 hours. Probably 6 hours or less will be enough for the INFJ, even if they're chronically stressed. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the content of this video by commenting below. If you like this video, if you learned something, please click on the like button. Also remember to watch my INFJ playlist. Let me know if you strongly resonate with the content of this playlist. Click on the notification bell to be notified of other videos I'm going to be making. Subscribe to my channel and we will talk soon.